Hey everyone, this is Willis from Friendly Neighborhood Comics, and this is your Friendly Minute. Now, I know it's been a while, but I've been meaning to get to more of these. Now, it's already February 6th, the month is just flying by, and we're getting closer and closer to March. And I really want to talk about March because March has a lot of really good stuff coming out. If you already haven't sat down with your March previews, I highly suggest that you do. It's got some really good stuff in it. Now, in this time, for March, I'm not going to touch upon Marvel or DC at all. Ernie and Slade do a really good job at informing you of what's going on in Marvel and DC. I'm going to talk to you more about what's going on in the independent worlds. Let's start off with Dark Horse. Dark Horse has some really good stuff coming out in March, and there's one item of note I really want you to know about. So the first thing that's coming out in March is the second volume of American Gods. The first volume was really good. The TV show has been excellent. If you're going to sit down and really enjoy this, if you like the book, you've got to get the second volume. My Ansel. Issue 1 comes out in March. You're going to have to get it. Now, another thing that's coming out in March is I know Dark Horse has been doing a lot with the world of Black Hammer. Last month, or the month of February, because we're in March, they started the Sherlock, Frankenstein, and Legion of Evil. The trade is coming out in March. But in March, you're also getting another series coming from the Black Hammer world. This is the Dr. Star and the Kingdom of Tomorrow, Lost Tomorrow. The one thing I wish they would do better, and this is to Jeff Lemire, is do a better job at shortening your title on the Black Hammer world. Now, the one item of note I really want you to know about, it's been a good 2+ year run of Department H. It's coming to an end in March. It's sinking. The boat is sailing. It's gone. I'm going to miss it. Issue 24 is the very last one. Now, I say year plus because there have been some special editions and single issues out there. Department H has really been a good book. Now, for those of you that haven't picked up on it yet, I know we're coming to the last issue in March. It's an underwater book. Department H, Depth. Did I just blow your mind? If you haven't figured that one out. The other indie book title that I want to talk to you about is IDW. Some of you back in 2004 love. It's a cult film, Bubba Hotep. Bubba Hotep is getting its own comic book. You know, the one where Bruce Campbell starred as Elvis Presley. So it's getting its own comic book. It's called Bubba Hotep and the Cosmic Bloodsuckers. Issue number 1 is coming out in March. It's a prequel to the movie. So this is going to be a good one. I'm going to definitely pick this one up, and I highly suggest you too. That you do it too. Now, everybody over at IDW, all our customers, I've been hearing about all over the internet, everybody is loving Lady Snake Eyes. Issue 250, this is a giant size issue of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe 250 is coming out, and it's focusing on Lady Snake Eyes. It's about Snake Eyes is dead, long live Snake Eyes. So this is going to be a really good, if you've been loving Lady Snake Eyes, you've got to pick up G.I. Joe 250. Now, from Image, we're jumping over to Image, Oblivion Song. This, congratulations Eagles fans, you just won the Super Bowl. This is a world where Philadelphia is lost. And the soul, most people have given up on Philadelphia, go figure. And Nathan Cole is the one last person that's trying to get back in and save the 300,000 people that have been lost in Philadelphia. Now, Oblivion Song is unique. Not only is it just coming out in issue number 1 in March, but it's also got a deluxe edition. If you buy the deluxe edition, you get a variant cover and an 11-inch statue. Now, that's not cheap. The deluxe edition is going to cost you about 200 bones, but it's going to be a good one to pick up. Infidel is also coming out from Image, Infidel number 1. This is a haunted house, but they're doing it with different religions, so that's going to be a good one to see how they pull that off. Just like Department H, where it's coming to an end, Extremity, number 12, is the last issue. This has been a really good title. I've enjoyed the hell out of Extremity. Again, we're bidding farewell to another one of my favorites. It's been going on for a year now. Jumping over to Action Lab, Subspecies. How many of you remember the Subspecies movies from the 90s? I love them. So Vampire Redo is back. Action Lab has been doing a good job licensing older horror movies. It's doing another one, so watch out for that. Archie is having, I don't want to screw this one up because it's too close to everything else, Vampironica. It's too much like Vampirella and a few of the others, so the title is really, really close. I just wanted to make sure I didn't screw that one up. So if you've been a fan of Afterlife of Archie, Jughead the Hunger, Sabrina the Witch, this is that same universe, but now we're dealing with vampires, where Jughead was werewolves, Archie was zombies, and Sabrina is obviously a witch. Black Mask. This is Mask. This is one of the ones I'm highly looking forward to. This is from Pat Shan. Breathless. We're crossing sci-fi with Big Pharma. Now, one of my other jobs is Big Pharma, so I'm gonna love this one. I can't wait. Pat Shan has been killing it in Zenescope. He's been working for Marvel. He's been doing some great stuff. I can't wait to read his book from Black Mask. Valiant's got Shadow Man number 1, another rebirth of Shadow Man. It looks really good, glow-in-the-dark cover, you gotta love that. And finally from Zenescope, we got the 4th volume of Tales of Terror. Now, I've already told you on Twitterverse that they had the black and white special, which is going to lead into Zenescope's first full feature movie. This book is also very important. Part of Volume 4, Number 1, is going to lead into their movie as well. So, if you're the kind that likes to read the book before you see the movie, you've got to pick up Zenescope's Tales of Terror, Volume 4, Number 1, and it's going to be in the stores shortly. So, those are the books. There's one book I really want to highlight, which is Infinity 8. There are 8 different parallel universes. This is from Lion Forge. This is probably my book of the month for March. I think this one's going to just fly off the shelves. Don't forget to order your copy now, your local comic store. If you don't order it now, they're not going to have it in. Infinity 8 is, I believe it's going to be, it's another sci-fi book. I do love space books. I do love horror books. This one is about 8 parallel universes, and the timelines are kind of just merging, and it's going to be an interesting one. Lion Forge does a really, really good job. I know they're trying to create their own universe. This one lives outside of that superhero universe, so I think it's going to be a good one. So watch for all this to come. Don't forget to order your books for March now before you can't get them from your retailers. And I will see you at the comic book shop.